Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the most common speech difficulties I've seen in children, and that is a phonological disorder. What that means is that children aren't paying attention or they can't pay attention to the different features of sounds. So they use a reduced number of sounds. So, for example, they might not recognize the number of syllables in a word. So, for banana, they say nana. For spaghetti, they say getty. Now, a lot of children do this in the beginning, but then they eventually get it that there are more syllables in the word and we have to use all the syllables. But for some children, that difficulty persists. Or they might have difficulty using a consonant sound at the end of a word. Instead of shoot, they say shoe. Instead of light, they say lie. So it makes their speech difficult to understand. They might also have difficulty saying blends. So star might be tar, string might be ting. And then the other thing that they might do is they might stop a sound. So they might, for the S sound, for example, they might say T. So C might be T. Or food might be pooed. And then the final one is instead of putting sounds at the back of the mouth, they might put them at the front. So cool becomes tool. Now, you need to see a speech pathologist because this is a super easy fix. Children with this difficulty, given proper therapy, come along so quickly and they can overcome this. And they need to overcome it because they're going to need to have all these sounds in their head before they begin to read. So it's important. Plus, you want people to be able to understand them, right? And they want to make themselves understood. So that's important as well. But what you want to do is see a speech pathologist early so that this can be fixed. In the meantime, if you're waiting to see a speech pathologist, you've made the appointment, you just haven't gotten in yet, some of the things that you can do are just sort of play, I call it play dumb. So you can, if your child says, I want a nana, you can say, you want a nana? Like, you want to go see Nana? Even though you know they want a banana. And then when they say, no, a nana, then you can say, oh, you want a banana, banana. So you're giving them a little textural and visual cue that there are 3 syllables in that word. And then you can just say, my ears must not be working. I thought you said nana, but you mean banana. And you can do that for all of the different sound errors. If they say star, if they say tar, you can just say, oh, tar? There's a tar up in the sky? What's a tar? And then they'll say, no, a tar, because they think they're saying it right. No, a tar. And you can say, oh, I think you mean star. So you're emphasizing that long feature that they're not getting of the S, the star, because they've missed that. Star. So just try to do that and help them to hear, not all day long, just once or twice a day. Help them to focus on listening and the fact that they're not saying it correctly without saying you're saying it wrong. You're saying, oh, my ears aren't working. So then they'll focus on it more and listen to it more. That's it. Make sure you get them into therapy. It'll be an easy fix. Thank you. Bye-bye.